Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over my transfer plans for Game Week 5 and also how I got on in Game Week 4. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, what are the plans for your Game Week 5 team, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, an absolute stinker of a game week. I finished on 47 points, -4, because I did take a hit. So I actually finished on 43. A massive red arrow, basically doubled my rank from 1 million to 1.9 million, so basically 2 million in the world. A game week rank of 6.5 million. Yeah, it just all went wrong. Like, literally everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. So yeah, finished on 43 points. Henderson picking up 1 point. Was really hoping for something from that Leicester game. But yeah, I'm going to be very happy to be getting rid of Henderson. I've got him for one more week. I would love to wildcard this week. I really would. But I'm just going to have to hold off and just do it for Game Week 6 as the plan was and just completely get rid of most of the players in my team. But yeah, Henderson with a 1-pointer. Yeah, not good at all. Was really hoping for more. I mean, as you can see from my team, I only really got 2s and 1s. It was actually like a really unlucky game week, and there was a load of things that did go wrong, which I'll get into. But yeah, Henderson picking up 1 point, Porro picking up 2 points. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't exactly expecting anything from him in the North London derby, but I've seen a lot of him and what's happened for me to now not want him on my Game Week 6 wildcard, because with Kulusevski and Maddison on the pitch, he took like no corners yesterday, and as well as that, he's just not like, he's still getting into the positions, but with how bad Spurs are with clean sheets, and now he's not on set pieces, like he's on no free kicks, he's on no corners. I think for 5.5, it's just not really worth having him in the team. So I'm probably just gonna downgrade him to a 4.5 mil on the wild card. I'll have him for Brentford at home for Game Week 5, and that'll probably be the last fixture I have him for. I might keep him, but the fact that he's off kind of... I know that Kulusevski's not going to be playing every single game, but it's just... Even when he's on the pitch, like I'd hope that he'd be on some sort of set piece, but he's not. So for 5.5 mil, I don't think it's really worth it. If they were in a really good defense, I'd keep him, but... yeah, for me, I don't think it's worth the 5.5 mil price tag. Robinson picking up 2 points, really annoying, conceded in like the 95th, 6th minute or something like that. So that was really unfortunate. Also with the Eze situation as well, which happened. Like Eze got, well, Crystal Palace got a penalty in like the 90th minute. He didn't take it. And then literally a minute later, Robinson's clean sheet went. So it went from that potential penalty, so that potential points there from Eze to not get them, and then for Robinson to lose the clean sheet. It just all went wrong at the same time. And it's not that Eze's even off penalties. The manager came out and said that him and Mateta, that they're the penalty takers and they decide on the pitch. So basically Eze wasn't feeling it, and that's why we didn't get the points from that penalty. So for me, I've seen enough now for not having him on my wild card as well. So yeah, he would have probably stayed on it, but now, because of that, I mean, Crystal Palace just don't really look that good at the moment, so I'm going to be quite happy to get rid of those players as well. But yeah, either way, Robinson picking up 2, and then Trent picking up 1 point as well. Did pick up a yellow card at the end of the game. I mean, as a Forest fan, absolute limbs, like absolute scenes that we went to Anfield since like 1969 and won for the first time, so I don't mind that at all. But yeah, at the end of the day, the Liverpool players didn't really do me much justice at all. But yeah, Trent only picking up 1 point, did create some chances and stuff like that. But I mean, Liverpool all in all just didn't look great. A lot of their best players like Salah and stuff were really off it. And I think Forest just defended really well. Moreno and Aina just defended incredibly well. And our XG has like been under 1 for pretty much every single game, and we've got some pretty nice fixtures coming up. So I generally might be looking at a Forest defender on a wildcard draft, because we look really good at the back, like really solid. I think we've got Chelsea and Brighton away coming up, but apart from that, the fixtures look really nice. So yeah, I probably will go with a Forest defender on my wildcard draft. But either way, that was the back line. In midfield, picking up 2 points, we had Eze, as I've already spoken about. Wish he took the penalty, but he didn't, which just added more, I guess, salt to the wounds, really. Rodgers picking up 2 points. Definitely should have got something as well. Like he did miss 2 big chances, I believe. I mean, what an absolute screamer from Duran. But yeah, Rodgers he's still a good option. He's still 90 minutes. Obviously, we have Champions League and other midweek fixtures coming up now, so I'm definitely holding off on my transfers. But either way, picking up 2 points from Rodgers. Mo Salah, very disappointing. Just didn't really look on it in that Forest game at all. Only picking up 2 points. Of course, he's picking up points galore until I bring him in, like 14, 10, 17. I bring him in and he picks up 2 points. So that's just obviously Murphy's Law, isn't it? And then Diogo Jota, this was really annoying because Jota and Diaz both came off on the 60th minute. Like, it was FPL, I'm a little bit salty about it, but FPL, I feel like they need to change the rules. Like, he came off on like 59-40, which is in the 60th minute. You know, it's past 59 minutes, it's in the 60th minute. And if they get to the 60th minute, then they do get the clean sheet and the extra points and stuff like that. But because Jota came off like 20 seconds, it was like 11 seconds before Diaz. Like, Diaz came off on like 60-04, so he got the points. And Jota came off on like 59-40 something, so he didn't get the points. So that's the difference of 2 points there, which did make a massive difference in the long run, really. But very, very salty about that. I feel like they probably do need to change it because it is the 60th minute technically. So that was really unfortunate. But yeah, Jota didn't really do much either. He had like one chance, nothing crazy. Smith Rowe picking up 7 points, which obviously was my automatic transfer. So he would have been on my bench if João Pedro didn't play. Muniz getting benched as well. Added more, like I say, just every single thing that could have gone wrong did go wrong. So yeah, Muniz only picking up 1 point. I'm glad he came off the bench because I would have had no one else coming off. And then, yeah, Haaland picking up 26 points. My only other player that got a return apart from Smith Rowe was luckily my captain. But all in all, it wasn't the worst situation because if I hadn't have made the transfer, if I'd kept Isak and Saka, I think Saka got 7 points, Isak got 1. So that's 8 points plus the -4 is, so I'm -12 down. So I got 2 points from Salah, so that's -10, and then Smith Rowe got me 7, so that's -3. So all in all, I'm down 3 points. But now I also have Salah and João Pedro in my team. Like, the João Pedro injury was really, really annoying because we didn't know about that knock until after the deadline. I made my transfers in, like, the first week anyway, so it wouldn't have really affected me. But everyone else that brought him in, really, really unfortunate because he would have, like, you would have known that and then you wouldn't have brought him in, obviously. But yeah, I would have played, I'm trying to word this. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm down -3 because I wouldn't, like, Smith Rowe wouldn't have come off the bench if I didn't make those transfers. Because obviously I would have still started Muniz and he came off the bench and got me a point. It's not like I started Smith Rowe because originally I had Rodgers, Muniz starting, Smith Rowe on the bench. But obviously Smith Rowe comes on for João Pedro. You know, in another universe, maybe João Pedro scores against Ipswich, who knows. But yeah, all in all, basically down like 3 points. But I do have Salah and João Pedro in the team now. But João Pedro is injured, Isak's injured, and then Saka's injured as well. So, like, ridiculous. But yeah, that's how Game Week 4 went. Could not have gone worse, really. Really, really unfortunate week. So I'm glad to see the end of it. Obviously, like I say, there's midweek fixtures, so hold off on the transfers because anything can happen at this point. But either way, that's how I got in it in Game Week 4. Moving on to Game Week 5, I really don't know what to do because I'm going to wildcard in Game Week 6. I don't know if your transfers carry over. I need to take a look at it. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section down below. If I roll the transfer this week and then I wildcard in 6, will I still have 2 free transfers in 7, or does it not roll? I'll have to have a look at it. I'm not actually too sure with all the changes and stuff to FPL this season, but either way, I do have 1.7 mil in the bank, and I do have 1 free transfer. So it depends. Like, I don't really need Muniz now that he's probably going to be getting benched again. I mean, like, Newcastle at home is not a great fixture anyway. So one of my decisions could be to take out Muniz for a different striker for 1.7 mil. I could bring in somebody like Dominic Solanke, just for a bit of a 1 week punt, really. He's got Brentford at home, but Brentford did look really good against City. But that's one thing that I could do. Bring Solanke in from Muniz, play him. If obviously João Pedro is fine, then I'll just probably make the defender transfer or something like that. But yeah, all in all, that's one thing I could do, and then just play a 3-5-2. And then obviously just play Solanke, Haaland. Like I say, if Pedro's fine, then I don't really need to make this transfer. So I'll just bench Muniz, I'll play Pedro and Haaland, I'll play these three at the back, and then obviously the 5 in the midfield. But again, if the transfer doesn't roll, I may as well use it, because otherwise I'll just be losing it. So yeah, for that transfer I could really bring in anybody. So that's the kind of situation that I'm in. Like, I don't, like, the defense is fine this week. I don't mind playing Robinson, Newcastle at home, Trent, who's got Bournemouth at home, and Porro, who's got Brentford at home. I don't mind that. I could even make like a goalkeeper transfer just for 1 week, because Man United at home is just so bad. Again, it depends if the transfer rolls. If it doesn't roll, yeah, I could make a goalkeeper transfer, bring in, I don't know, bring in anybody really that's got a really good fixture this week. But again, I'm kind of eyeing up Muniz out for Solanke in, but that's only if if João Pedro is fine and the transfer does roll, then yeah, I'll just roll, because I don't think I think I'll need it more down the line than this week, because like I said, I'm just going to wildcard in 6 regardless. I'd love to wildcard this week, I really would. The team is in absolute shambles, but I just have to do that. So Yeah, I mean, there's not really much more to say. I can't really think of anybody else that I'd rather bring in. There's not really any of the defenses that I want to target. Like, I'd bring Arsenal defender in, but they've got City, so it's not really worth bringing in an Arsenal defender this week. Like I say, I'll be targeting those on my wildcard in game week 6. And then apart from that, yeah, there's not really any of the teams that I really want to take a look at, because I've got 1.7, so I could upgrade Jota to a 9.2 player, but there's not really anybody that like screams at me either. So for me right now, I'll just find out if it rolls or not, and if I'll go from there. But that's how we kind of got on in game week 4. Absolute stinker. Hopefully can build back on game week 5, but yeah, hey, it happens to everyone. It is what it is. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like down below. Leave a comment. How did you get on in game week 4? What are your transfer plans for game week 5? Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.